Hi, y'all. Little house 56. So, honey, what are we making tonight?
Homemade pizza.
Pizza.
It looks like I got a lot of cheese on this, but in all reality, it's not a lot of cheese because by the time I put the pepperonis on top and then top it with a little more cheese, it looks like a regular pizza.
And then what kind of dough did you use?
Lord, I threw it in the trash, and with me making this,
Wasn't it great value?
I get the pre-rolled. It's like in a can that you get your biscuits in. I don't buy the Pillsbury brand or nothing like that. We shop at Save-A-Lot and Giant Eagle. If I'm at Save-A-Lot, I get Save-A-Lot's brand. If I'm at Giant Eagle, I get Giant Eagle's brand. At the end of the day, you're just paying for the name. If the pizza dough is pizza dough. You're not thinking about, oh, is this 50 cents $1 less or this 50 cents $1 more pizza dough when you eat the pizza because the pizza turns out so good. If you got a woman in your life that shows you how to make cheesy bread to start with, and I started experimenting, and this is what I get to now.
Yeah, I showed him some videos. Thank you, YouTubers.
No videos. You showed me.
No, I showed you YouTube videos on making cheesy bread.
Okay, but you showed me North Carolina before you started watching YouTube. Here's pepperonis.
Sorry,
I get these in a bulk pack from Save-A-Lot. I think they're Sugardales. Actually, they are Sugardales. But you get a big bag of them, and I put them in these Ziploc bags. That way I don't have them all out at one time. I can vacuum seal the bag in. Heck, probably don't even have enough pepperonis to do this, so I'll show you my trick in a minute if I don't, which I already tell you right now I don't. So what I do is, unfortunately, pull all these back up. Because at the end of the day, the way I do my pizza, you taste pepperonis, but it's not like you get it a pizza joint like Domino's or something. I take mine and put cheese on top of them, so you really don't taste pepperonis. They're just more for flavoring after that. So if you don't have enough pepperonis, life hack: take them and just with your fingers. You don't need a scissors or a knife. Just break them up. They spread them out a lot more on the pizza. And
well, if you go to the fair, they even shred them up at fairs, because I did work for fairs before too. Yeah. And they would have the best pizza. They would shred the pepperoni pretty.
See, all I'm doing is taking and breaking it up, and just, some half pieces, some quarter pieces. It don't really matter. You're just getting them on there. At the end of the day, you eat the pizza. How many people in the world have actually said, I ordered a pepperoni pizza and, oh man, those pepperonis were so good? They say, no, the pizza was so good. So it's everything combined. And this is the way.
He likes pizza, but I'd rather eat blander stuff.
We eat blander stuff. Tomorrow night, we're going to go out. I'm going to mow the yard in the morning. And tomorrow afternoon, I've come up with a new word, y'all. Comment on her channel, like and subscribe, but comment on what I'm getting ready to say. Everybody knows what a brunch is, okay? But I come up with a cool word for breakfast at supper. Well, they call it brunch because they took the L out of lunch and put brunch in there.
Oh, we're going to be making, yeah.
And what about a brupper?
We're going to be making some good food tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do more eggs because I got all those eggs from the neighbors.
I'm making eggs tomorrow with a meal. Not going to tell you what it is.
I don't want them to go bad, so I'm trying to eat a lot of eggs.
That's a little hint.
And they give you a lot of energy, a lot of protein. And they're really good because they're home. Her daughter.
She gets them from her neighbor.
Yeah, her daughter raises chickens and she gets tons of eggs. So I gotta give them like 4 cartons back empty so they can reuse them. But that's our thank you.
She loves her eggs. Now with me, type of eggs that I like is when you like making a cake or some brownies or something. I just don't like eating it. In other words, I just
he
don't
won't eat that stuff.
I just want to eat just like
he's joking with you.
She will tell you straight up how she's never seen me eat an egg.
I never seen you eat a cake.
But I can make a heck of a. Hey, the one thing she can't take from me though, is that although I don't eat eggs, I can make one heck of an egg omelet.
He wonders why he's so skinny. He don't eat cake.
I've been skinny all my life. I was playing with my grandpa. I played with my grandpa on my mom's side, and From the time I can remember him, he had high cheekbones, looked like he was anorexic like I am. Just a good person. I just got the 6 foot skinny disease. That's all it is. But we're almost done with this.
And we'll throw this in the new wave. I cleaned it today, so it looks better. Yeah, because it was getting pretty dusty. But yeah.
Okay, I got all the cheese on.
So that's his supper, not mine.
Look, y'all. I get this big thing right here. I used to buy mozzarella block, makes the moz cheese. But I found out for $5, not the name brand, but the store name brand that you're shopping at. All grocery stores have their own brand. Walmart has their own brand.
Yeah.
But I get the what is it? 2 pounds. It's 32 ounces of moz cheese, and I can make 4 of these pieces off of it. Look at all the cheese on this pizza. And I still got. Look.
You got some to just nib on.
I still got enough to make cheesy bread out of, you know, or my fiance nib off of. But now here's the final ingredients: Italian seasoning.
Yep.
And what I did with that is I pulled the lid up. I make sure I don't have the open one because there's an open one here, and there's one that's like a shaker here. But I open a shaker. And I just go around. I don't put a lot on it.
You're doing a Miss Pam's. She always.
You have to bring it up sometimes.
Yeah, that's what Miss Pam does. I think that's her name.
You got, like I said, this stuff's real big leafy stuff. So you got to bring it up, and I don't, like I said, I don't put a lot on it. It looks like I am, but there's not a lot coming out of this.
Well, you can spice it however you want. It's your pizza.
But my fiance every once in a while eats my pizza, and she says she hates spicy stuff. So I tone it down on that because if it was just me eating it by myself, I would put a whole lot more Italian seasoning on it.
So we use the Manna pizza.
Don't use the name brand pizza sauce. This is Manna's from Save-A-Lot. And I've ate the mid sauce. If I can't find this, Save-A-Lot didn't have this for a long time. So I had to get what's called mid sauce, which is a better, honestly, is a better pizza sauce. When I say better, it's a thicker pizza sauce. Taste wise, there's no different. This is just a little thinner sauce. You have to. Yeah. It's not as thick as the Manna's is.
It is good.
But I would rather have this 10 times a day than 1 jar of mids.
It's not as acidic.
Exactly.
But
now look.
Yeah, for like a year and a half, they quit having it. Or I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that.
Turn the light. You're allowed to say that. I'm gonna turn the light on. Right. I gotta fix something right quick.
So he's gonna put it in the oven, and we'll be back later with a finished product.
My fiance surprised me with a grill thing right here.
Look at this.
So I gotta pull this off.
Dog.
Okay, I gotta lift it. Look,
I just fed them. They want to eat. Okay, they fed them twice.
Everybody, look. I'm taking this sheet up here. That's the one I use. And then what we're gonna do is, she said you'll see us in a little while. I'm gonna put this in here, just like that. You see it going in.
You're gonna let it focus. Go ahead.
See it going in. On closed door. And next time, we'll be back with you with a finished product.
So how long is the timer on?
I got the timer on for 1 hour and 12 minutes because I was just keeping it warm while I was making the pizza, because it takes me like 5 minutes to get the dough out right, because you have to let it sit out for like 3 minutes after you spread out the first time. And what I do then is I turn this down. I've got this about perfectly good. I put it on 14 minutes. I'll let it go for that. These pizzas take about, in this type of oven, this is a little Connex oven.
The New Wave.
The New Wave convection oven. It does air frying and everything else. But in this type of oven, it takes about 14 minutes. In a regular conventional oven, I would say 10 to 11 minutes on 400 degrees.
Yeah, we don't have that.
So with that being said, we're using a small one because this space right here used to have our oven in it. It burned up on us.
Yeah, it caught on fire.
Life throws different ways to us, so we hadn't had time to replace this. Well, not time, but money to replace it right now. But this works. It's taking care of us right now.
Yeah.
And it works good for what it is.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't bake that often.
No, we don't. And when we do bake, it's something like this, or like bread, you know, like tomorrow. I'm just going to have to do a spoiler alert here. Tomorrow, she said we're going to be cooking some eggs. I'm going to say there's going to be some flaky biscuits along with it. We'll use that for this. And it works good for us. We're just a man and a woman with a bunch of pets. I mean, a bunch of pets.
I might not even making it after because he talks so much, but...
Yes, you will.
My camping videos, they show... Well, never mind. Okay. We'll be back. Bye. Okay, pizza's done. hot still, though.
It's hot still, but this is what I do to it because this pan, I can use this pizza cutter in it, but it's just really hard. And my fiance fusses at me about this because I'm using two different things. But what I do is, I get it out the oven while it's still hot. I grab one side like that. Key thing here, you don't want to burn yourself. So you take one of these, you pick it up, and then what I do is I just work it over on this.
Yeah.
And then after that's done, I go right down the middle of it, long ways. Cut it once. Gotta go back through it twice. You see them separate a little bit up there? Then I take and do this. There's 2 slices. Total this pizza with us, the way I do it, turns out to 6 slices. Like I said, you gotta go through them a couple times. Like that. Go back through it like this because it changes the configuration of it. And let it sit for a couple minutes. You got 6 delicious slices of homemade pizza.
It smells so good.
And the cool thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, think about this is equivalent to a large Domino's pizza, or a pan Domino's pizza, except it's square. For a pan Domino's pizza, we buy Domino's a lot, and because Pizza Hut won't deliver to us is the only reason. But a pan pizza like this costs you about 14, 15 bucks. If you get it delivered, it's going to cost you about 20 bucks. All this right here, the Moz cheese, the pizza sauce I use, and the pepperonis I use, was less than $6 worth. Do the math.
Yeah, cook at home. Do your own dishes.
And you don't have to, it don't come out the oven from the delivery place and 30 minutes later show up to you a whole lot colder than it would be just fresh out the oven like it is right now.
Yeah. All right, well.
I got my 2 plates over here. I put one apiece in one other, and I'm going to chow down. Probably she'll have this much left. I'm going to eat all this tonight.
Yeah, I might have a little bit. Not much. You can probably cut one in half.
She'll probably take one of mine and let me take my knife and fork and cut her piece off and let her try it. But she already ate today, so she's full. So she won't eat none of this tonight, but she will eat a piece too, because like I said, this over here, I'm going to leave for us for a snack tomorrow, and we'll eat all this over here.
Yeah, I don't eat that much, and I ate that 3-egg omelet. I'm full.
even while I'm talking to you right here, if you don't believe me, look.
Look at that cheese.
Look at that cheese that's pulling off there. Slice number 1 in my plate. I'm going to slide this a piece over. Consider I'm eating this whole half right here. I
like the end pieces.
That's why I'm doing what I'm getting ready to do.
And cut one in half for me.
Okay, I'll do that here in just a second. I'm going to take this other center piece out, put it in my other plate. Here's the magic thing. It says, don't contaminate. I've used it on the same stuff. I'll get her one out because she said she wants me to cut one of the end pieces in half for her for tonight. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I got to move something so I can place another plate over here.
Yeah.
Set that down. And I'll let the beautiful young lady here pick out which one of these halves.
Just cut it triangular right here,
one?
Like this.
Okay, this piece right here?
Yeah, just cut it like that.
Well, give me a second. I got you covered. Just give me 1 second. I gotta break it off this because the cheese is getting a little bit colder as we talk.
Yeah, we don't have good lighting.
So I'll take this piece like she said. She said triangle. I'll go right here. And do you want both pieces or one?
One.
Okay, pick your piece.
This one.
Okay.
The darker one.
I go. That's the bigger one.
I don't want a bigger one. Okay. I'm full.
Well, I'll take this piece right here, set it in her plate. Look at that little. Even look. If you got kids, this is another good one here. If you got kids, you make a whole pizza. You know, kids aren't gonna eat but 1 or 2 pieces like this. You can take 2 of these end pieces, make 4 pieces. That'd be for your kids, and you still have a whole 2/3 of a pizza for y'all.
Yep. All right.
Good eating.
Family fun. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Like, subscribe, comment.
Sorry, but
have any questions?
Time. Chow down time.
Let me know your questions, and I'm sure y'all figure that out. All right. Bye, y'all. Supper time. Supper time.